your journey with what you're doing and what God has planned for you. Hey everyone, we got some of the glitches out and I am back for part 2 of Don't Quit. I already told you I'm going to be an example and let you know we're not doing that. We're not quitting what's important and what needs to get done. Let me tell you, during the time period that the stream was offline, I overheard the most disgusting conversation I have ever heard. Well, no, it could be worse, but a very disgusting conversation. There is I'm going to say a professional man as far as at work. He's out here on the outside patio where I am, completely disrespecting and just belittling and fussing at what I believe to be his girlfriend. And some of the language, I'm really glad that we weren't connected so that you guys didn't have to be subject to that type of negativity. It was really bad. I can't even believe that she's still on the phone with him. Like, I want to go over there and snatch the phone out of his hand, push him on the floor, and just tell her, "Go pack your stuff and leave." Like, I don't even see why you waiting for him to come home. It was really bad. And it's making me think that, I mean, the fact that he's talking to another woman and there's other people outside, like there's other women in this vicinity, and he didn't even have the common courtesy to just watch his mouth, the language, the words that he chose to use. It's a prime example of what I'm talking about, y'all. Like, people don't care. Like, they genuinely don't care. They make so many different excuses to just be angry, and they tell themselves that it's okay. They tell themselves that, yeah, I can do whatever I want because I'm grown. There's a way to talk to people. There's a way to represent yourself, the way that you should be in public and around other people, that we all should just be mindful for. Man, I'm telling you, if you heard some of the stuff that he was saying, it was mind-boggling that adults treat each other the way that he was. I'm really glad that y'all didn't hear it, but I'm telling you, it's horrible because I mean, like, he got his suit on, but he was a complete child. He was a child in the suit, just being very disrespectful and honoring everything. It was horrible. Now, and I'm just sitting here thinking about like the other people that are sitting in this same, area that can hear him talking. And I'm looking at, everyone's faces, and you can tell that it's directly causing some type of ripple effect, whether they are getting upset, they feel uncomfortable, and they definitely don't want to still just be sitting here because you feel bad. Like, you want to rescue homegirl, like you really do. You don't want to sit right here and listen to him. You want to say something and you want to stop. But we always trying to mind our business too. If this was in person, totally would have said something. Totally would have said something. But the fact that she was on the other line and not much could get done is probably the only reason I wouldn't. I mean, you want to be careful not to interfere. You want to make sure you pick and choose your battles. But this was one that was, I'm telling you, sheer disgust. You don't want everybody to quit, but she should quit that situation. I'm just saying that one goes on the it's okay to let that one go list. It's totally okay. See, I hope whoever is needing a emergency vehicle, I hope that they make it through what they are getting through. And I hope that they remain covered and understand that God is in charge. Do you guys do that at all? When you see like an ambulance or a fire truck going somewhere, or an Amber Alert, like when you see it, do you think about the people involved? Does it move your heart, like anything like that? I see so many times now, because it's so often that we get Amber Alerts. Man, we snooze it and we put it in our pockets, and I'm like, no, don't do that. That's a part of the problem. Don't do that. When you are in the area and you know that something is going on, that somebody needs some help, say a silent prayer for them. Like, you don't have to know their name, you don't have to know the details, but just be like, God, cover them, protect them, protect whoever is a witness to the situation, who's involved, highlight the people who can help, what's going on, just so that, some type of prayer and extra energy just goes their way. You don't have to know them to help. You really don't. Now, I don't know, like I said, you heard me before, and you can see that you have no clue what other people are going through. You don't know. But you don't want to assume that you can fix it. And don't try to. You can just be encouraging and be an ear and support, right? But I'm telling you, those prayers go a long way. Send them a prayer. You don't have to be a hero. You can just send them a prayer. But some of the just plain the things that I've seen and heard, when I tell you that, it was crazy. I just can't even believe. I can't believe that people treat people like this. Like what? What's the point? And then you expect for something good to come out of it or some type of solution. And it's like you didn't handle that very well. You're going to get exactly what you put into it. Like I said, I'm glad that you guys was offline, so you guys did not get to witness what I heard and seen. And there goes another truck. See, that situation must be serious because that's two. Anytime you see a situation that needs more than one ambulance, it's pretty big. So yes, like I said, you send your prayers up. Now, reasons that you don't want to quit. You don't want to quit because you want it, because it's yours. God is already stimulating the insides of you so that you can do whatever it is that you got to do so that you can have it. Whether that is learn something new, whether that is dig a little deeper into that emotional part so that you can find out what about me is attracted to whatever it is that you are trying to get. Try to figure out why. Those whys lead us into a huge amount of different details on your purpose, what you're supposed to be doing, and who that you can help. Whys, one, if you don't really trust much people, most of us don't. If you ask yourself why, then all those intimate details between you and God, you're going to have for you. So you want to be the one to make sure that you get those answers so you can figure out why do I want this? Especially if it's like not going nowhere, it's sticking to you. You're just like, man, I really, really, really want this. I want to have it. Let's see. See, I don't know if that part's supposed to work. Look, next week is not going to be as raggedy. It's not going to guarantee because it's life. It's totally life. Like I said, I'm going to figure this out in real time, and I'm taking you with me so that we can do it together. Because you know what? I'm going to need somebody to help me do like the mobile live for Instagram because every time I try to push it, it looks like it's trying to turn the camera on from that device. And I don't want to do that. How do I keep that from happening? I don't need a whole bunch of different things on at one time. Like I see me twisting my head all back and forth. But let's see. I want to take this time to let you guys start to see different parts of my own journey because there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes, not just to get like intentional Tuesday started, right? But to get like the podcast going, to get business going, to get my family together. I have a household of 10. It takes a lot of different organization and like back-to-back events to keep that going very smoothly. Everything's not going to go smoothly, but you try and you get a really stable routine so that you can. Now, for me, shoot, October introduced a whole bunch of very exciting attributes to my life. But the downside of this exciting part is the transitional period. And transitioning always requires work. It's always uncomfortable first. And right now, I'm trying to not juggle, but I'm trying to, smooth out the kinks so that I can make it very efficient with all the different things that I'm doing. One of those things are like this Intentional Tuesdays. This was on Facebook, and it was just one platform and it's just simpler to navigate. But now I didn't kind of upgrade a little bit. I'm just saying. But it's not so smooth because it's new. But I definitely want to make sure that I get it together because I want to make sure that this is somewhere that you know that you can come to get good advice, but to just feel good and have a moment. The day is so busy. Life is just so busy in those days, like working with other people that are depressed and angry. It's uncomfortable. I want to make sure that you have somewhere to go, that you can just chill. You can just chill. You know, you can bring a snack, bring me one, get yourself one, sit still. You got your book, you can kind of relax, which is a place that when you come, your mind is clear because you know it's going to be on purpose. You know that whatever I hear and I receive in this moment is resetting the steps in front of me. That you know that I'm going to see a piece of my life here, but I'm going to be able to see it in an objective point of view so that I can fix it, so that I can enhance it, or just so that I can get more clarity in my own life. That's the whole part, right? It is to be intentional. I didn't say that it was going to be perfect. Nothing. That's not even a real word. Stop saying it. It's not a real word. Right? Perfect and never. Just don't use that word. But being intentional and being here in this moment, you never know what you're going to hear or see. So now, just to keep this more comfortable and realistic, right? Everything in life is not going to be planned and it's not going to go smoothly. So I want to make sure that while you're here, you get to see what am I doing? Like you can ask yourself these are real questions. And I'm going to make sure that I open up the chat so that you can ask those real questions in real time and I can answer them. Because I want you to see where whatever comes to mind, it was on purpose. Whatever you do when you come to these intentional Tuesdays and those thoughts that get stimulated, you should start acting on and getting answers for immediately. Because you want to know what you're doing and why you're doing it. You want to make sure that the energy that you put out there is on purpose. You want to make sure that you get the results that you require for the things that you need to be your best self, to get to the next level, and to make sure that you are helping others do that same thing. Wisdom is not just for you. Peace is not just for you. Love is not just for you. It's something that we're supposed to share. So you want to make sure that you do a good job for yourself so that you can help other people in those same areas. Now, with this, let me see. Let me see. I won't touch everything. I'm gonna touch everything. But I'm really happy that I got folks that are showing up. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. I know that is difficult, but it is. Thank you for working for. All right, you're working with me, right? But so far, both shows have like double copies. If that don't show you that I'm very determined, anybody who knows me knows that I'm determined. I'm gonna make sure that it goes through kinks and all. I'm gonna work them out with an iron. I'm gonna make sure that what's supposed to happen gets done. Now, I guess both of their shows, and this is it was three. Both of the shows required two takes, right? Like in real life, two takes. And it's just so interesting. Let me see. But I'm gonna make sure. I wonder if that worked. Oh, even if it takes five takes, I want to make sure. Like I said, I'm a very determined individual. Not stubborn, although some may say that I am, but not stubborn. But I do want to make sure that whatever it is that I'm supposed to learn, I'm available for. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that you show up. If you don't show up for nobody else, if no one shows up here, I'm going to show up for myself and I'm going to show up for God. And that's what I want you to take from it. You're not showing up for other people. It's for you and it's for God. What comes out of it is not yours. It's not yours. It's not your credit. Let's see. But it's for you to do your best. Like I said, you're doing it for you and the Lord. You're supposed to take that seriously. So I think that one worked. And that's interesting. It changed on this one, but not that one. What I'm doing is I'm trying to update the titles, and I'm trying to see if it's going to actually work. Hmm. Let me see. Did that one work? It did. Okay. See, progress, guys. Every little bit counts. Every little bit counts. You guys may have noticed today that I'm not all extra spiffy with it. I got my t-shirt on. Oh yeah, look, like today, I got my black on. I got my control outfit, but the lack of Janet Jackson, because I'm not in control. God is in control. Yeah, not me. But that's how I'm looking today, right? Control. Yeah, that's how I'm looking. Um, and it's, like I said, we're gonna do things a little differently. We're gonna do it for after the day. It'll be smoother, but I just want to make sure that y'all really see how dedicated I am and what I mean about setting your steps, lining your steps up. Everything does not have to go perfectly. It does not have to go in this um, one way fits all that they always tell us. It's not true at all. And the world is showing us that. Like it really does not have to be that way. So I'm making sure that I also adapt so that things go, what's the word? Authentically. So they can go authentically. And those one thing where you don't learn how to appreciate true work, true effort if you quit. Quitting won't allow you, like you didn't make it, you quit. When you keep going, you learn a lot about yourself. You learn that you're a fighter. You learn how to maneuver during different things, and you learn that you can take a couple punches. You see how strong you are actually. And if you quit, you don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't make it through the fight. But the process, like the process in anything, no matter what it is that you're doing, that is where the most fun is. That's where the most excitement. That's where all the, not just the challenge, but the experience itself, it comes during that process. You have to get from A to B, right? If you quit, you don't make it. You don't get to celebrate. You don't get to learn. You don't get to grow and expand. So don't quit. That process is worth it. It is totally awesome. And like I said, transitions don't go smooth. So you might as well just accept it. This is going to be interesting. So let's just give it all we got. All you can do is try. Who going to beat you? I'm not going to beat you. Your mom going to beat you. Are you going to be on punishment? No. So don't be upset. Like, don't be hard on yourself. Just do it. Just get through it and keep going. Because I'm telling you, everything that you guys are going to be doing now, the things that are coming to you as we speak, don't quit. God has huge plans for you, and I need you. The community needs you. Your family needs you. Okay, this is not just work. Like this is some personal growth here. This is spiritual growth. This is real. You are needed, and if you quit, all of us are going to suffer because we don't have the things that only you can bring to us. We need you. Like people go through life and they keep thinking that it's just about them, and it's not. It's not just about you at all. You affect other people, whether it's on purpose or unknowingly. You'd be surprised how many people are just kind of sitting there, people watching, and everything that you do or say from a distance is being seen and affecting somebody. It happens all the time. All the time. Like right now, if I turn my camera around and I was Hispanic, guess what? We are observing someone in real life, and whatever they're doing or saying, it's affecting us. It's very simple, but it's just the truth. It's the truth. But you want to make sure that you're responsible for yourself. Like, don't be out here cutting up. Don't be getting arrested. Like, can you not make us a witness? You want to make sure that you show up so that what only comes from you is received. Don't quit. Don't use that word. Don't allow yourself to keep that energy. Just don't. Like, don't. Shut it down, turn it off. You want to start using more empowering words. You want to start setting your goals. And like I said before, ask those whys. When you attach a true purpose to everything that you're doing, you're more likely to follow through. This could be something simple. You know, why are you cooking dinner? Because I'm hungry. It's very simple. I know why I'm doing it. I'm going to make sure that it gets done. I need results. It could be something simple. If you know that you have let's say you want to go to a new meeting with some new team members or something, and you've never been before, attach a purpose. Why do you want to do this? Go to this new meeting with these new people. I want to learn more. I want to try something different. I want to face my fear. That is the reason. So now, when you do it, anytime you want to quit, you remind yourself of the reason that you came up with. Oh, I don't like it here. They're not that, communicative. They just don't really vibe with me. Why am I here? Because I want to do something different. I want to face my fear. I want to try something new, right? Now that you have checked yourself, then you can do it. It's supposed to be uncomfortable because it's new. Of course, they don't know you because you're new. Give them some time, you won't be new. It'll be more comfortable. Remind yourself every step of the way. I can't even quite tell where that's going. You know what? That was somebody ringing their car because they forgot where they parked. That must happen a lot, like all the time. We're out here thinking that somebody's stealing somebody's car. And it's like, no, the owner just don't remember. They lost it. They just lost their car. They should probably change the button for that. Like a pager button. They should have been a pager button where you just know, okay, I'm just looking for my car. I'm just looking for my car. I'm not in danger. Not in danger, no danger. I'm just looking for my car. Let's see. Let me see. Now, but like I said, on this new way, since I am learning this system, it allows me to see your comments and it allows me to actually respond in real time. The other platform didn't allow me to do that, so I'm excited. Like, please talk to me. Please say something. I'm so excited about it because I get to see the comments like after the fact. And I don't be want to be late. No, I want to talk to you. I want to see how you're doing. I want to hear your thoughts and just in real time. I couldn't do that before, and so I'm definitely excited to have that feature here. Definitely excited to have that. Hey Raquel, how are you? That's cool. Now let's see. Like I said, okay. I already told you guys. You guys are gonna have to bear with me because I'm trying to learn something new. I'm making sure that I don't quit. Now, have you ever had, have you ever experienced something where you just, okay, it's just too hard. It's too hard. It does not feel good. And you are sincerely struggling. And you are sincerely struggling. What did you do about it? Did you quit? Did you get through it like, you know what I'm saying? What? What and how did you get through it? Really? Okay, so we got one that says, I quit. I couldn't take it. I just wanted I just wanted it to be over. There was no way I was going to continue through that pain. I won't say from what, but I knew it needed to stop. And you know what? I don't know what the situation that they're talking about. I don't know exactly how detrimental it was because we know in life there are definitely some things that you don't want anybody to have to go through. In those moments when you are really going through something that is actively painful and you don't know, like you just genuinely don't know how you're going to get through it. My recommendation is that you go inside and you truly reach for God. You have an intimate conversation silent within yourself, and you ask God, help me, help me get through this. Lord, don't allow me to quit. Let your spirit get me through this conversation, through this experience. Just help me get through, and I will follow you. I trust you, and I know that you will protect me. I know that wounds can be healed, and that they are trophies that I have triumphed and I have gotten through it. Say these words to yourself. Let God show you what He can do. Let God show you that He will get you through it. Let God show you that you thought that this was over, that you thought this was the end. You thought that you were at the quit. You thought that you couldn't get through it. And let God show you, yes, you can. You can do it because I'm going to get you through it. And as long as you look to me, I'm going to get you through it. I say that because everyone needs to understand that you can get through anything. You will be surprised. You can talk to just random strangers on the street and look at the battle wounds on their bodies. You can look at the gray hair in their head. You can look at the wrinkles underneath their eyes, and you can see they've been through some things. And I bet you in those moments when they got through it, they did not know that they could. They wanted to quit. It was overbearing. It was too much at some point. And I'm telling you, ask them what it was. Ask them about their story. Don't be the one that's always talking. Learn to be the one to listen and see how God works through all of this, and just see and really just in real time learn the kind of situations that people get through, and you will be amazed. You guys think that it's just movies. A lot of movies are based on real time situations, and I'm telling you, you'll be surprised what you can get through. As long as you focus on God and you ask Him for help at any moment, and it does not have to be some official prayer. It needs to be something quick. Lord, help me. What they say, Jesus, take the wheel. That is a real thing. Just real quick. Lord, help me. Help me. And watch Him do it. You are going to be just fine. And you're going to be better. Okay. You are going to be stronger. And you can tell yourself, I did that. I got through. If I can get through that, what else is coming? Come on, bring it. I mean, you don't really want trouble to come your way, but I'm just saying, don't run from it. Don't run from these obstacles. Don't quit. Watch yourself overcome, or watch what God is going to do with that experience. Those bad experiences, they shape us, they strengthen us, and they definitely give you a story to tell and talk about. Because I'm just saying, we're not always out here talking about just positive things and I'm the best and the great at everything I do. That's not true. It's not true. It's not. That's not how it works. We are always talking and doing more and learning more and trying to be better. We're, striving to be better. So, since that's just the case, hopefully I'm not making y'all dizzy. With that being the case, enjoy the process. Don't quit, and see what it does for you. See what it does for you. Because there's a point that some of the issues that we go through, they don't repeat themselves, especially if you really are paying attention and you learn from that experience. There's some things you'll never have to repeat. There are some things that's just not is not happening. It's not going down like that. Your problems change. Anybody here? I mean, do you know what I'm talking about? Where it's like you just had some faith and you make sure that you stayed in the game, and then your problems changed. Like you leveled up to a new level, and there were just certain things that were not a problem anymore. They were different. Your challenges were different, and you got through them differently too. Like you spent less time confused, and you just felt better. You felt strong. Like bring it. And I'm telling you, it's a real thing. You can get through anything, anything. So right now, I want to say for the most part, I got 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 streams good. And we still working on Instagram. I, be like, I'm sorry, Instagram audience. I'm sorry, people. The Instagram fam. Because it's just, I'm going to still have to learn that one. But for now, I'm going to end this one on thank you for being intentional. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being patient. Because like I said, we're not quitting. We're going to figure this out, and we're going to make sure that this moment counts. Okay? The future is here right now. Change is not coming, it's here right now. And I'm going to make sure that you are ready so that you don't have to get ready. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you guys next week.